Hello, everybody, and welcome to Untidy. Did you like
Where
that? I just thought I'd,
I
I'd go a bit rogue.
I did like that. I mean, you could do a new little theme song. Sometimes I think we should mix it up. So every now and again I think about it and then I'm like, we don't have time for that.
But we should. I think we should. Every so often, we'll just throw a bit of a curveball,
Mm.
do something different.
Keep 'em
Because
guessing.
regular listeners, that they'll be like, yeah, we get it. Okay, you got cats and dogs and kids. We know your jobs.
Yeah, no, but I was thinking about our music and I was thinking, you could just do a little a
Ah.
cappella or something for us, Matty. But here's what I wonder. Do like regular listeners who are like, listen every week. Obviously,
Mm.
that's most people, surely. Do they hear the music and go, comforting, here's my routine
Yeah.
listen, you know? And then if
Yeah.
we mix it
Or
up,
do
are they
they
gonna be
go,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
righto.
jarring,"
That's the question, isn't it? Do you stay consistent?
or do you
Hey,
freshen it up? Let
let
us
us
know.
know in the DMs. Should we just keep it consistent or should we just vibe it up?
Yeah,
Do a little a cappella one time. No, I won't.
I
I
want
won't
you to,
subject
I
you to
want you
that.
to. Maddie, we had a little list. We're like, "Oh, look, let's just go 7:30 vibes. We'll just see what happens." Um, but I did say we had to start with something I put on the list called Going Pammy,
Yes.
and here's the thing, because I thought to myself this morning I have washed for you, by the way, if you weren't sure.
Thank you.
You're
No,
welcome.
you do look freshly scrubbed. You
I
look
am. And
glistening.
I thought to myself, because, last year got a new laptop, HD camera,
Mhm.
too much
Yep.
detail on the
Yep.
face. A little bit confronting when you've been dealing with an 8-year-old laptop that's just given you a lovely little Paris filter. So every now and again, I'll just chuck on a little bit of like BB cream or something. I don't have time for makeup,
Mm.
but that I'm like, let's just Paris filter myself with BB cream.
Yep.
This morning I thought, no, I'm gonna go Pammy. This is called Channeler Pamela, and I think that this is what we need to start. I'm
Channeler Pamela. Oh,
Channeler
I rate
Pamela.
it.
I'm channeling Pamela Anderson. Love the second coming of Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Enjoying watching this, wondering if the alleged romance between her and Liam Neeson is just a stunt to get people to watch their
But weren't
movie.
they canoodling on the red carpet?
The
Hold on.
actors,
Hold
actors
on.
canoodle as a job.
Yeah, true. Hold on, I need to know.
I
I
would
need to
canoodle
know.
with Liam Neeson, wouldn't you?
Liam Neeson. Well, probably not.
Oh,
Yeah,
as a
he doesn't really do it for me. He gives off like English teacher.
but he's an unknown quantity because he's all serious and he does those, like, really intense movies, but then he's actually really funny. Like, did you watch him in Ted? Was it
No,
Ted 2?
no. Is he
Oh
quite
god,
funny in there?
so funny. Like, he's funny as well. I don't know, I just think you could be surprised. I just think worth a look.
Okay, here we go. Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson are dating now, but they did not begin their romantic relationship until after wrapping their film, The Naked Gun. A source spoke about the connection they felt during filming and why they put aside their developing feelings while making the movie. It could be a bloody PR stunt.
That's what I reckon because I've seen the trailer to that movie and I'm like, not sure.
It would be very clever. Very clever.
Yeah. Okay, I need to say one thing and then I need to say another thing and
Okay.
because I've already got off track. So
Say
let's
all the
just
things.
okay, the first thing is Channeler Pamela, because I didn't finish explaining what that was
Sorry.
deciding not to put anything on my face and just being like, Pamela Anderson is in the news and being loved for the fact that she is a woman with a face and she's prepared to just show it in public as it is. Just clean, just clean
I'm
and a presented
like, it
face
is
in
kind of
public.
hilarious, isn't it? Because it's like, you know what? We do that all the time. There's lots of women that do that,
That just have faces
that
and
just have faces.
they just take them out. They just take them out in public as they are.
This is what we look like.
And
So,
people are like, "Wow,
yeah,
face."
it does kind of shit me a little bit. Like, I am so like, power to you, Pamela. Love that she is making a stand. But at the same time, it's like, oh, okay, well, she's absolutely gorgeous, which I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it's also like, I reckon if she was unattractive or like not as conventionally attractive as she is, if she would get the same
If
praise.
she'd get the same applause for it, that's a good point because she's started out like it's the play of the contrast between
Mhm.
her early career and who she was and what she represented and how she presented,
Yeah.
and now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does kind of shit me a little bit because it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, women go makeup free all the time, and it shouldn't be such a shock. It doesn't need to be like, oh my god, she's revolutionary. But I mean, she is in that industry, but that's just one. It's just one industry. That's all it is. It's just someone not wearing makeup when there's a camera on. Like
I
that's
know.
it.
The thing is, it shouldn't be news. And it shouldn't be
No, it
brave.
shouldn't
It
be
shouldn't be
brave.
courageous. You shouldn't feel vulnerable. And yet, here we are.
I
You know,
know.
we do.
Oh. Well, I remember,
Well, I don't because I'm Channeler Pamela today. And
yeah,
you know what?
we're doing a
Here it is.
Pam. We're
I have
doing
a
a Pammy.
face.
Mhm. Here it is, motherfuckers.
Mm.
No BB cream on this bad boy, but
Mm.
also Alicia Keys did that. Do you remember she was a judge on The Voice or X Factor or something? One of those things.
Ah.
Yeah, and she said that she didn't want to wear makeup, and that was a big deal at the time. And then she would do red carpets and stuff with no makeup.
Oh,
I
good.
mean, she looks incredible, and she's the bone structure on the woman. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
stunning.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and, like, incredible skin. But, yeah, I
It's
just
so
find it
funny.
interesting that it's
Yeah,
such a big deal.
it is, yeah. And interesting that it's like a revelation that this woman can be beautiful and makeup free. You're like, "Oh, you can be beautiful without makeup, without
I
painting
know.
a face on you." Like, that's wow. Anyway,
We are so
Chandler Pamela.
conditioned. We are so conditioned to see a made-up face, you know?
It's just a chore. I just don't know how people have time for it. Like,
Well, it
I don't know
depends
if
if
I
you
if I
enjoy it.
en-
I
you enjoy
enjoy
it. You
makeup. I
enjoy
like
it.
doing it. Like, I sort of feel like it's a bit of a
It's creative.
creative expression, it makes me feel
Mm,
good. I like, doing
mm.
slightly different things, but not really,
Oh, I
usually the
mean, I
same.
suppose like one, I have no confidence with it. Two, like I'm always running late. Like not super
Mm.
late, but I'm right on the edge,
Yeah.
right on
Edge of
the
your
edge.
pants.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, I've got 5 minutes to do my hair and do my makeup and put clothes on and get out of the house. And
Yeah.
so then it's very hard to find enjoyment within that space of time.
Yes. And it's not a priority, like it depends on what your priority is. Like it takes me 20 minutes and I know it's going to take me 20 minutes. So I factor that in because I enjoy it and it's important and that's what I want to do. Whereas like if it's not important to you and you don't enjoy it, then it's like, well, yeah, of course it's going to be
Mm,
like,
bare min.
yeah, down
Yeah.
down the wayside. Who can be bothered doing things they don't enjoy?
Occasionally I have these really silly thoughts about like when I get this is so stupid. I don't want to say this, gonna back up. I'm
No, you're
like,
committed.
like
You're committed.
this is such a stupid intrusive thought. Like getting to the end of your days and people sort of milling around at your wake and being like, oh, she could have been really attractive if she just put in a little bit more effort. No, she had promise. She had promise and she just
Imagine if that was
the
if that
chat.
was the chat at the wake. Like, God, imagine what she could have been.
Someone
Wow.
someone whispering over a cucumber finger sandwich, like there was potential there. She never really fulfilled it. If
Yeah,
we're
but she went
honest,
down the
if we're
Pammy
honest.
route, didn't she? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank God someone asked her to do makeup for a funeral.
Oh my
Oh,
god. No,
okay.
but do you know what the chat will be? What a beautiful woman confident in her own skin. That's what it will be.
Yep.
So you take that and bloody run with it.
Thank you, Matty. Thank you. All right. Well, anyway, enough of that. That was an opener that got out of control.
As they often do.
As they often do.
So, okay, this wasn't this morning. I've got day old here today, but yesterday I washed my hair in the morning, and
Hey,
so Art had.
congrats to you too.
Oh, thank you very
Mm.
much. But usually, both Art and I are there in the mornings. Not all the time. Like sometimes Art. Well, actually, look, 80% of the time Art goes to the gym in the morning, and I get the kids ready for the day and breakfast, and off to school and preschool and whatnot. But on hair washing day, I'm always like, oh gosh, this is just a rigmarole. Like I remember pre-kids, I'd just get up, wash my hair, blow dry it, maybe grab a coffee and take it up with me while I blow dried my hair. But now it takes twice as long because I'm like, right, little Nellie No can't be in the house by herself with the other two. And she's downstairs and I can't hear her with the hair dryer on. So I'm like, right, bring her up, try and keep her occupied outside the door with some random toys. The older two are just having an absolute field day downstairs, tearing the house apart. And I'm trying to blow dry my hair. Can't hear anything, so I have to keep stopping it and being like, "You're good down there." And then Milo and Audie like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." And then sometimes Nellie will be down there with them and she'll be like running around. And then I'm like, "Are you guys looking after Penny?" And they're like, "Yeah." Then sometimes they'll be like, Penny's gotten into the chalk. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I'm going downstairs, my hair's all fucked up. And I'm like, right, okay, get the chalk, put the chalk up high, take Nellie into the room, shut the door. You guys play in there with your soft toys, nothing sharp. And I'm just going to go and finish my hair. It's like, it honestly, hair washing days hit different as a parent. It's just, honestly.
Well,
And then I'm just shouting from the top of the bathroom, being like, "Have you got your shoes and socks on yet?" Mine is like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." And it's just a multitasking nightmare, truly.
everything is just a hectic multitasking juggling rush.
Getting ready in the morning is just like, oh my God. I prefer to get up real early, front foot it. So then I've had the shower, I've dried my hair at least, and then I can bring my makeup downstairs. And so then I'm can watch the kids. I'm not afraid that Penny's going to eat a dishwasher tablet or something.
Oh my God.
And we can all, honestly.
That's what a niche reference, Matty. Is that something that's been
Well, it's just because we've got
that
she
sounds
pulled it
all
out of
too specific.
She pulled one out of the dishwasher one time. I didn't know there was one in there. And she was just about to take a little bite out of it. And I was like, "Penny, no!" And I grabbed it out of her hand and she was like, because I wasn't angry at her, but I was just trying to be like, "Oh my God, quick, get it off her."
Yeah, and then you gave her a fright, and you're like, "Oh no!"
And now I've got a real thing about it. Like, it's in a cupboard that has a child lock on it, but I'm like, what if she gets into it while I'm drying my hair? So I'm just constantly coming up and down the stairs, being like, "You're good? Yeah, you're fine. Okay, all good. There's no sharp scissors around or anything." Bloody hell!
Oh God, I remember. I mean, it's so like obviously my issue now is just like getting people out of the house on time, but I'm part of the problem as well. So, Alex is always ready. He's ready at 6 a.m. as we've discussed. He's a mini art,
Yeah.
He's got his uniform on. He's had his
Alex
breakfast.
has his work cut out for him with the gals. He's
honestly,
bloody hell.
he really, really does. And then I'm like, "Are you ready?" He's like, "Mum, I've been ready for ages." Like his bag's on his back and I'm not even dressed. I'm like, "We're leaving in 2 minutes." He's like, "Yeah." I'm going to get in the car. Like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Putting on pants."
That's a classic one, like barking out orders from your room while you're getting dressed yourself.
You're naked,
like,
yeah.
Does everyone have their shoes on? We're leaving in a minute. And they're like, yeah, we do. Do you have yours on? No. Like,
no. And then I'm going to come into the kitchen. I'm going to make myself a coffee to take in the car. And then we're going to be late. Oh,
it's hilarious. I find I need to just like tweak, because what I find is it's like chill, manic for like 10 to 15 minutes. But what I need to get better at is just like do everything at the start, like put the lunch boxes in the bags, get the drink bottles in the bags, even sock and shoe them at bloody 6 a.m. because like
that is the worst bit. Why does it, and have you watched a child
take so long? Oh, I can't.
Like when you're like, "Okay, we've got to go," and then they're like, "I'm just gonna put my shoes on," and then and then like I've never seen a slower process in my entire life than I'm sorry, it's Frankie. I'm sorry, I love her so much, but she is like she's got quite a bit of me in her, and I've never. And then I'm like, you don't need to put, but I honestly I can't stop myself. You don't need to put both straps of your bag over your shoulders just to walk to the car. Like everything is just like so slow. Like the strap's going on, the other strap is going on, just grabbing your things, just walking to the door. Okay, you need to get your shoes on, sitting down, one shoe. It's honestly, it's the slowest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, bless their hearts. They're on their own timeline. No sense of urgency. No. Oh, and like sometimes I can breathe through it and I'm like, do you know what? They're a child. They're just doing it in their own time. And sometimes I'm like, I am going to bash my head against the wall. And then we get in the car and I'm like, all right, everyone's seatbelts on. My God. It takes so long. And I'm like, how are we going on those seatbelts? Little Audie's just like, la, 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 la. She's like, oh, it's a bit tricky with what I'm wearing. And I'm like, is it? Why don't I come round and help you? She's like, no, 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 I got it. And I'm like, it's really got to breathe. Really got to breathe.
Oh, God. Speaking of which, I've got high blood pressure in health news.
You
What
got
the
high
hell?
blood pressure?
Nah, Matty, would you look at me and say there's a woman with high blood pressure?
Never in my life.
Right?
You don't seem like a high blood pressure kind of woman.
Thank you. I didn't think so.
What is causing that? Do they
I
know? Like, what
don't
contributes to
know.
that?
I was so like, I was in absolute denial. I went to the doctor yesterday. I was like, listen, I've been getting a lot of headaches. I'm not a headachy person, but I'm getting headaches like nearly every day. I think it's the ADHD meds. Like maybe I need to try a different one.
Mhm.
I don't know if this one's working out for me. She's like, okay, we'll just check your blood pressure. And she's like,
Oh, that's never a good sign, is it? You're like,
oh,
okay.
that is high. And I was like, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, well, that can't be right. You know, you're just like immediately like the doctor's just measured
That's human error.
this vital, bodily statistic. You're like, well, you've obviously
they
got
fucked
it
it up.
wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I've been really busy. I've just been rushing here. And, of course, if I was sitting down watching Netflix, she's like, you don't really seem like you do a lot of sitting down watching Netflix. I was like, all right. And
Yes, righto. So I'm rushing a little bit, like just as we've discussed the morning routine.
I've just watched my child put on her shoes. It would give you high blood pressure as well.
But I don't rush. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that linked to low iron? Let me just have a little look here. Let me just do some doctor.
Let's diagnose this. Okay, this is where you come for the doctors in our audience. I know, thank you for writing in. If you've got any comments, please let us know. And just like rolling their eyes, being like, oh my God, Maddie's back on like ChatGPT, seeing if high blood pressure
Shall
is
we
low iron
shall
related.
we use our GP listeners to just like
Diagnose us? Should we just drop all
Yeah.
the I think so. I could do with all the help I can get.
Great. High blood pressure linked with low iron? Question mark? I feel like I heard that somewhere.
I'm fit. I'm healthy. I eat well. I barely drink. Okay, I have 2 coffees a day. Nothing
Oh,
crazy.
that's nothing.
I meditate. I sleep well. Like what? That is unacceptable to have high blood pressure.
Hey, sciencedirect.com. That seems legit. Let me have a look at this. Oh, it's an article. Yeah, okay. It's a scientific article, Ben.
I am taking
Let's
my
have a look
iron.
here. Low total and non-heme iron intakes are associated with a greater risk of hypertension. Is hypertension high blood pressure?
Yes.
I don't know. Let me have a
Yes.
look. Yes, it is. Okay, hypertension is high blood pressure. Right, we're getting somewhere. Abstract. The relationship, look, this is legit, guys. This is why it's taking me an extra minute. The relationship between iron intake and blood pressure status has not been well established. Only one cross-sectional study, well, that's not enough, is it, has suggested an inverse association of dietary total iron intake. I'm done with it, to be honest.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. What we're going to do, all right, Maddie, just as a second, like as a backup option, I've been given a blood pressure monitor to use the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm going to record the results. And I had to take them back to her. So,
well, okay.
Anyway, I was annoyed. I was annoyed by that.
Shall we do a little experiment?
Okay.
Why don't you, I think we can prove the link on this show right now between low iron and high blood pressure.
Okay.
Why don't you work on your iron for the next 2 weeks? Oh,
I've been working on it since I last went to see her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's out the window then.
Yeah.
What else could we do? Hold on. We're going to solve this. How to
Here's what I'm afraid
combat
of.
hypertension.
What if it says stop drinking coffee?
Well,
I won't be happy about it. I won't be happy about it. I can hear my mother being like, oh, I bought you the decaf. It's in the cupboard. Maybe you should switch to decaf for a while and just see if it comes down.
10 ways to control high blood pressure without medication. Exercise. Yeah, I mean, you do that.
All right, let's just tick these off. Let's just show that I don't deserve high blood pressure. Okay.
Lose extra weight and watch your waistline. I beg your pardon.
Rude. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
But you don't need to do that. You've already done that.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Exercise regularly.
Yep, done.
Great. Eat a healthy diet.
Done.
Yeah. Oh, these are
like,
obvious.
look, listen, I like a few treats, but on the whole,
on the whole, I think you eat a wonderful diet. Reduce salt and sodium in your diet.
All
I'm
right.
not sure
Well,
about that one. I'm not sure about that one. If you're having good quality salt and, like, unprocessed foods, oh my god,
can we just okay,
I'm gonna
guys,
get
we're getting in
shit
so
for
much trouble.
this.
Don't take any of our advice. Please see your doctor. We don't know what we're
See your
talking
doctor.
about.
I'm not a doctor. I'm
We're
not a medical
just
expert, but there oh
but there's
god.
good salt, okay?
There is good salt that has minerals in it that we need, and then I think people have been afraid of salt, and now they're deficient in the minerals,
First she's
okay?
onto the SPF, and now she's onto
Oh
the
my god.
salt.
I've come for
You're in so
SPF, and
much
now I'm
trouble.
coming for
Up your
oh
salt
god.
intake, she says Matilda Green. Have more salt,
Oh,
that's what she said.
but of
Okay,
course, talk to your doctor.
well,
Limit alcohol. Yes,
that's
you do
fine, I
that.
do.
Quit smoking. All right,
I
get off the
don't
vape
smoke.
Spain, and then we can talk.
I'm just, like, shoving my ashtray full of durry butts aside, waving away the smoke. Alright, what else, Maddie?
Get a good night's sleep.
I
Um,
do.
Stick to a sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day.
I
You doing
basically
that?
do, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Um,
perfect. What's wrong?
ease stress.
Interesting.
Okay.
That could be a
Control. I mean, you're a meditator.
I know.
Like
I mean, I
what
still
else are
get
you supposed to bloody
stressed.
do?
Yeah, exactly. What more can I do? This
Because
is my thing.
everybody gets stressed, and you're meditating once or twice a day.
Mhm. I
Uh,
sleep well.
you
I
sleep
eat well.
well.
I exercise well.
Control your cholesterol and blood sugar.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
so to help manage cholesterol and blood sugar, try some of the same healthy habits that help lower blood pressure. Eat healthy, get exercise. Oh, fuck's sake, get specific.
So you're
Lose extra
saying
weight and don't smoke. Oh, this is pissing me off. It's like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
annoying.
well, we know
If
that.
you can't take away everybody's like every joy in a person's life. Like, okay, listen, last night I sat on the sofa. We might have had a couple of donuts. There might have been a little bit of Whittaker's
Yeah.
creamy caramel. Okay,
And I
okay,
mean,
okay, I admit it.
God help us if we can't enjoy a donut on a Monday night. For the love of all that is holy,
Right.
let's,
Calm
let's put
down.
life into perspective here.
And you know what? It was good. I'm
Oh,
not
I bet.
I wouldn't ordinarily go and buy a donut. The donuts were a gift.
Yep.
Who am I? Who am I to say no to a tiramisu donut and a Biscoff donut? And
A
let me tell you,
tiramisu donut?
tiramisu. Mm.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't look at that and be like, "No, no." Oh,
No.
I
I
couldn't.
mean, sure, every day, hey, maybe not.
Sure.
Do you know what? You should oh god, we're
No,
really
we've
banging
got
on about this, aren't we?
yeah.
But I listened to a podcast
Here we
recently.
go. Maddie's medical advice. It's Maddie's medical advice corner. Hey, if you've got medical issues,
Hey,
write
we'll
in.
solve them. Yeah, hey, write in your symptoms. We'll tell you what you've got, and we'll tell you what to do about it. Great.
And
That's
just in
sarcasm. It's sarcasm.
yeah, we don't mean it. But in the interim, up the salt, down the SPF. Okay. All right, Maddie. What what next? What
Um,
were we gonna say?
okay, so I listened to a podcast with have you heard of Rhonda Patrick, Dr. Rhonda Patrick?
Yes, I have. I
Oh my
half
gosh.
listened to a podcast with her.
I
Was
am
she talking about
obsessed with
longevity?
her.
Oh,
Yes,
I'd quite like to
she
get her on. Should I write that down? I'll write that down. Should I write that down?
I would yes, if we got her oh, look, I think
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I think the chances are low, but I
Oh,
think we should
same. Doesn't
definitely
stop us
ask
asking.
the question. So she was recently on Diary of a CEO, which means she'll be in hot demand,
Mm.
on a pod like that.
Can
Well,
you
she should
believe
try being on Untidy. She won't have
right?
time to bloody scratch herself.
Oh, can you believe we haven't been on Diary of a CEO? Stephen!
I'm waiting for the call up. He'll be like, the title will be New Zealand mums are just generally a hot mess and love diagnosing random illnesses. Yeah, I think that would be the title.
Oh,
Anyway, so yeah, she has basically done this podcast with Stephen from Diary of a CEO about longevity and anti-aging and what we should be doing. But
mhm.
she gets really specific, and she was saying that being deficient in omega-3s is just as dangerous for your health as smoking. Yeah,
Wow. Well, let
yeah.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Maddie. I'm
Yes.
taking my omegas twice a
Amazing.
day.
Amazing.
I just ate some raw salmon before that's what I was shoveling into my my
Okay.
little gob when we
Okay.
got so and I think I remember her also saying something about blueberries.
Yes,
Did she talk about
blueberries,
blueberries?
amazing antioxidants. She was talking about wild blueberries and
Oh, I'll just go and forage some of those, shall I?
sulforaphane in dark leafy greens and broccoli, which apparently is brilliant for us. And she also gets really specific about exercise, which I really like. So she was talking about how, how we've got the 10,000 steps a day thing and we're really into our steps and whatever. And she said, that's great. Walking and movement is amazing, but she wants to change it to 10 minutes of vigorous exercise every day. So where you find it difficult to talk kind of
Yep.
thing. But she was saying even just doing that once a week, look, I can't remember the stat, but it was something like
But just like brace
decreased
yourself for
your
more advice,
risk.
like more completely unqualified advice that you must not heed.
God,
Okay? I
I get
can't
myself into murky waters.
honestly,
I
you really
really
do.
do.
Like we can't emphasize this enough. Please don't take any advice from this podcast.
It's also look, it's really hard being interested and passionate
Yes.
about this stuff, but unqualified. But because
Mm,
it's like I want to
to
talk about
understand
it
and talk
and I
about it.
want to understand and I want to share this amazing information, but I'm also a fucking dumbass. So like when I hear the information and then have to pass it on, that's where I get into trouble.
It's the distillation process
Because
that
sometimes
can go
things get a bit
wrong.
lost in the
Can get
distillation
murky.
process. Well, so one time I shared on my story this was like a couple
Here
of
we
years
go.
ago, but I shared a study. I mean, look at me go. I shared a study that was talking about the benefits of grounding and how there was, look,
Look,
I'm not going to say, but there was some sort of decrease in heart issues. And I shared it on my story and said, oh my God, amazing. These people did, 10 minutes of grounding and it showed a decrease of blah, blah. And I just whipped it up, put it on my story and Nano Girl, what's her name? What's her name?
wait, she's in trouble.
Michelle? Is she?
She's in trouble, I think, with the IRD.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
But that
shit.
doesn't mean she doesn't know things.
No, no, it might just mean
Could
she
be a
doesn't
bit
know
of a
about
business issue.
taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
But she knows a lot about science. Anyway,
Right.
Michelle Dickinson, she slid into my DMs and she was like, that's actually not what the study says. And you need to be very careful about how you sort of word things because actually, when you look at it, XYZ. And I was like, all right, Michelle. So I just deleted it.
And like what's nice is that you've really taken that on board, haven't you?
Yeah, I really changed my approach with that.
Yeah.
No, it was more like podcast chats are okay because it just feels like a safe
Absolutely.
space,
Look, we're just
like we can put
discussing things
caveats.
that we're interested in.
That's the thing. I'm interested in it. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just your regular gal
And
who's
you know
interested in
what?
health and wellness.
If we didn't bring these things up for discussion, it wouldn't inspire people to do their own research and get their own qualified advice from qualified sources, would it?
Exactly. No, no, exactly. But also things I think sometimes when there's like new interesting research, it sort of stays with the academics. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And
yep.
it doesn't get
Needs
trickled
to
down.
trickle
So
down.
that's where we step in and we're
Where the
like, I'm
trickle
gonna
down
take
is.
that, I'm gonna butcher it, and I'm gonna I'm
Trickle
gonna
it.
throw it out to the masses.
Trickle it down. And then hopefully someone will come in and just tidy up the mess because we're untidy. You know, hey, all right, we're going to move on because we're in the same
That's enough.
situation where we end up with a backlog of things we were supposed to talk about and then we never get there because we get completely sidetracked.
No.
Um, listener in the wild, listener in the wild. We
Oh, I
both had listeners in the
love
wild,
Oh,
didn't we?
yes. Where was yours?
Oh, Matty, it was
Because
so
was it
good.
yours in the actual
It
wilderness?
was in the wild. It was really in the wild. I didn't catch your name. I'm so sorry. It was so good. I was walking with my friend Scarlett. We were walking her dog Moose, who I love.
Great name.
I know. She's massive. We were in, oh God, we were in Hawke's Bay. We were in near Havelock North
Mhm.
and on Tomato Peak, maybe that zone. Anyway,
Right.
in the trees, and this beautiful woman comes running past, extremely athletically uphill.
Right.
And she was like,
She's running
ah.
uphill.
She was running uphill,
Wow.
and she was like, I love your podcast. And she's like, I love the sex episode, and blah blah blah. And she's like, don't you live in Christchurch? Anyway, she was great, and like, I was so sort of like, you get so taken by surprise, especially when someone's coming at pace
Mhm.
very excited. But it was so fun. That was so nice. And it was just like, she was like, I was just listening this morning.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Oh,
Hi, and thank you. And that was really nice.
hello, athletic woman from
I
Hawke's
know,
Bay.
running uphill. I was like, oh, I love that this is part of our audience. People who are all like, well, obviously interested in health and wellness, aren't they, Matty?
Exactly. Well, funnily enough, I met someone at a birthday party last weekend who is a listener of the podcast and a GP. So she will be shaking her head at this podcast.
Oh my God.
She'll
We're
be
going to
like,
be flooded with.
righto.
I'm going to have to straighten these girls out again.
Yeah, you've been talking shit about SPF, have you? Have to have a word
Interesting.
about that.
Yes. Hypertension.
Yes, it's a bit more complicated than what you're saying because we're like, oh god, just lower the cholesterol. Fine, just do that.
Stop smoking.
Quit the durries and lower the cholesterol, and you'll be
Don't
sweet.
stress. Just
Yeah.
stop that.
Yeah,
Don't.
just hey, have you tried just not worrying about stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
give that a
really
go.
have. I really have, with limited success. Oh God. Well, that was good. So something's happened. We've turned a little bit of a corner in the last week with my darling son. He is on
Right?
the cusp of adolescence. He's turning 13 in December, right?
Oh my
Cusp.
gosh.
So I'm on alert at all times for signs of impending adolescence
Yes.
and, just everything changing and becoming a teenager and just being all at sea.
You're gonna have a teenager. This is
I'm
crazy.
going to have a teenager this year.
Wow.
It's wild. He's
That
so
is wild.
massive as well. Like, he's so big. Anyway, we were driving to like sport and he was like, oh God, my side is like really sore. It's like really tight. And I'm like, oh, well, when we get to climbing for Frankie, because she starts before he starts jujitsu, I was like, I'll show you some stretches. He's like, oh God, no. Oh no, mum. No, please don't. Just please don't. It's fine. I'm like, what? Well, I'll just show you how to, like, I know how to stretch it out. I'll just show you how to stretch it out. He's like, please don't do that. That'd be so embarrassing. And I was like, well, why don't we do it when we get home? No, it will just be weird. It's fine. Honestly, it's not that much of a problem. And I was like,
It's like, well, it's just a stretch. God, let me live.
I can't even show him anything in the comfort of our own home without it being weird or embarrassing. I was like, Alex, are we at that point now? Almost everything is weird and embarrassing. He's like, yeah, pretty much everything. I was like, oh God, it's happened. It's happened. Everything is weird and
happened.
embarrassing now.
You're embarrassing. Everything you do is embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Isn't it crazy when, like, do you think back and think he was a little toddler? He was a toddler that only wanted you to carry him, and now he's like, don't stretch, honestly.
Yeah. Don't
You
show me
embarrassing woman.
anything. Like, don't do anything. You're so weird.
Don't do anything. Don't talk and don't move your body. Just stand in the corner and leave me be.
Yeah, like, it's unbearable. I can't drive myself because you have to be seen in public with me.
And then does that put you in eggshells when you're like, well, how do I
No.
interact with you?
No. I'm like, this is my moment because I love being weird and embarrassing.
I excel at being weird and embarrassing. We're in a great spot.
Like, you're gonna teenage us so hard.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm gonna give you every opportunity to cringe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Amazing.
amazing. It's amazing. If you remember a little while ago, I held a house party. Remember that?
I do remember. And I was so excited. Like, oh my God, how does it even work? Do you just
Right.
drink and have fun in your house until late night? I
invite
can't even remember
people
how a
over.
house party goes.
And then, like, you invite people over and then you're like, this is great. What we're doing is we're restarting the house party movement. We're going to have house parties. We're going to have dinner parties. And I'm just going to sit back and all of the invitations are now going to flood in to people are going to just like, they're going to take the ball and they're going to run with it. Let me tell you, Matty, not a single invitation. Let's come back in this direction.
So you're expecting any day now. Any day now.
Minute. I'm going to be invited to something.
Maybe they just feel like it was so good and their social cup was so full that they're not ready. They're not ready. They don't feel the need to fill it up again yet. They need more time.
Yeah, mate,
Maybe
that must be
that's
it. You don't think it's like they've just got friends of their own? Surely not.
Surely
I know
not.
them really well. A lot of us catch on one-on-one, and I just think like Are you like just a one-on-one catch-upper with a lot of people?
Yes, I love a group. I love about like a group of sort of 6 to 8, which I think is quite fun. It's bustling, there's good bands, but it's not overwhelming. I do love a
Yeah.
one-on-one, but I find that I thrive in 6 to 8.
I think that is the perfect amount, 6 to 8.
I think so too. Yeah, but,
Yeah.
our friends are having a house party,
Are you
and this
invited?
is yes, I'm invited.
Oh, congrats.
And this is uncharted territory. Like, I haven't been to a house party in so long. I called my mum straight away and I was like, "Mum, are you available 12th of September? Because I need you to babysit and I need you to be available all night. You need to stay in this in the spare room because we're gonna be late. We've got a house party to go to, Mum." And she was like, "Okay, yeah, I guess I can do that." Because like we don't ask her very often, but sometimes it's like, "Oh no, this is a big deal. This
Red
is a big deal.
alert.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is red alert. We're gonna need you all in, and we're gonna need you to stay the night, okay?
Oh,
Because
amazing. You're gonna have
we're
so
gonna be
much
late.
fun because
We're
you can
gonna
be
be late."
loose,
Yeah.
you can be really loose at a house party. People aren't looking
A
at you.
kid-free house party.
Although
Can you imagine?
when we went out for our night out in Auckland,
Hmm.
you got really loose anyway. You didn't care who was watching.
We did get quite loose, didn't
We
we?
had so much
Went to
fun.
old Danny Doolan's.
Oh my god, we were horrors, weren't we? But like, we just never really got to all let our hair down together. And then in the morning, we were all just shocked about how terrible we felt.
Oh, that was
And you
well,
tried to
that's
operate, and you're like, I can't.
oh my god, I had a
Oh,
podcast with Paula Bennett,
a
and
nightmare.
we'd been out till 2 in the morning, absolutely off our rockers. I vomited in the morning before and I almost forgot about it. Art texted me and was like, "Hey, like, what time's your podcast with Paula Bennett?" And I was like, "Shit!
I know, and Paula Bennett as
Paula
well.
Bennett
It's
of
not like
all
coming on
people!"
Untidy.
Oh my god, and do you know what? I felt like I was doing okay for the first half, and then it started to fall off a cliff, and I could not string a sentence together.
Oh my god, amazing.
That's
I
when I
actually
was
should
like,
listen to it. We
"This is
should
kicking in."
we'll pop the link in the show notes.
Because I reckon you can get the exact moment where you're like, "Oh, she's losing it. She's
She's
losing it."
lost.
She was holding it together for a bit.
Here's a woman that's just puked on the way to get the croissants.
Paula was very nice and gracious, but probably after the interview, she was like, "I don't know what
What a
happened halfway
weirdo.
through, but she really lost the ability to communicate."
Oh my
Oh
god, that's so
god,
funny.
I know.
Talking
Anyway,
about red alerts,
yes.
had a bit of a red alert on the weekend, and it's okay to talk about this. No, you're my
Are you
podcast
telling
partner.
me or are you reassuring yourself? It's okay to talk about this. It's okay to talk
I'm
about this.
I'm just saying it's been approved. It's been
Okay.
approved to discuss. I had my first fight with my Pilates partner.
Oh my gosh. And Pilates partner, aka lover, you could say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
First fight. That's quite a land
It is. I'm not a
um,
and I'm not a
monumental
f
moment.
it was a
I was gonna say
monumental moment.
landmark.
I'm not a landmark moment. I'm not a fighter. And
No.
so and I there wasn't like raised voices or anything. And he calls it after a miscommunication, and I'm
Right.
like, "We nearly broke up."
I went there. I went the whole
I was there.
the whole rundown.
I had an entire exit strategy. I knew exactly what I was gonna be doing. I knew where I was gonna be going. I knew how I
You
was
had the
gonna
follow-up text lined up. The thanks but no thanks. I guess we're on our merry way.
I've put your stuff in a bag.
What was it over?
I
Can you elaborate, or is that more private life?
I think that's more private
Yeah,
life.
fair,
Um,
fair. Because
yeah,
as
that
we talked about, there's
personal
personal
and
and
there's
private.
private. Yeah, and I think we'll file this under private. But what I would like to say, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because, oh, by the way, everything's fine. In fact, better than ever. Like, Maddie, it's a real treat building a career in communications because I'm so good at
You are
like
very good at communication.
communicating and like the repair and like honestly, we're just better than ever. It's great. However, what I love about these crisis situations
Mhm,
are women.
mhm.
It was like the emergency message went out, and then it was like the sexy bat signal gets beamed into the sky, and suddenly, but like before you know it, in under an hour, the meeting of the coven has joined together in someone's living room, in the
They've
war
assembled.
room. They have
They've assembled in the
assembled
war room.
in the war room. And like I walked into my friend's place, I was all upset. She saged me. She was like, "Wait a minute, don't come any further."
Don't bring that energy in here. Hold on a
No.
sec.
No, so I got it and I got smudged with white sage, burning white sage. It was already burning before I arrived.
She was prepared.
She
She was
was
prepared.
ready, smudged me, smudged herself. She was like, "I've made a playlist." She's like, "I've got wine, I've got cheese. Let's go." Oh my god, it was
Oh my
I
God.
just
We all need a friend like that. What a woman.
what a woman. I just love women for that. We're like, "We have a situation here, people." And
Mhm.
suddenly, the meeting of the covenant is underway. Like,
And I feel like men are a bit more like, "Oh, that sucks, bro."
it'll
Oh,
just yeah, it'll
yeah.
blow over. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Whereas we're like, that's it's almost when we come into our own,
Yes.
when there is a crisis on the relationship front.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, we thrive.
We
I
really
hate to
do.
say it, but
We really
we
do. It's
thrive.
yeah, and we love it because, there's just, like there's so much venting,
Mm.
there's
We get to
analysis.
nurture our friends
Yeah,
and our friends are also independent. It's not very often that you get to nurture each other,
yeah.
and we are nurturing beings.
Mm.
There's
We're
just
so
something about
good
it.
at crisis management, and I
Yeah.
love it that there's, like, there's catering, there's music, there's, like honestly, it was just everything. It was the best, and I just felt so held in that moment by my
Mm.
friends. Everyone turns up and they care, and you're like, it's a really big deal for you. And even though we know that, what I loved is that one of them was like, "Nah, listen, we're gonna say some things tonight, and I know that everything's gonna ultimately be fine, and you guys will be all good, and everything's gonna be back on track, and we'll all like him again, and then we'll just forget about all the things that we said about him when he
Yeah.
wasn't okay."
And then this is the cone of silence, and now we will leave that there.
Yeah, and we
Yes.
don't mean that anymore. And I'm like, "Oh, absolutely, but right now."
Right now, we fucking mean it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is so that is so affirming, isn't it? Just like we love our beautiful women friendships, and they're so important. They're
Mm,
so important.
mm. And, like, that is
Yeah.
we were talking about, like, these friendships, this is the real soulmate stuff.
Yeah.
It really is, because they were there before any relationship,
Mhm.
they're gonna be there after any relationship. Like, that is your lifelong soulmates that walk with you.
Yeah.
Really, really is. So anyway, that was quite funny, and now we're just having a really good laugh about, about our sort of, like, crisis management response.
The meeting of the coven in the war room. I
It
love
was
that.
it just it just happened so fast as well.
Yeah. She's brought the sage. She's ready to roll.
Yeah, it's amazing. But
The
I will
sage and the
say
charcuterie.
yeah, I will say it's incredible, like, when everyone sort of got together and there's a collaboration on how we're going to respond to the situation, and a breakdown of messages and all that sort of stuff, and what it all means, and then, like, something comes in and it's like, it you read the tone as one thing and everyone's like, "Ah!" I will say though that had they been in control of responding to messages, things
Mm.
could be very different. It's like,
'Cause they're all in, aren't they? They're like,
oh,
"Right,
they're all in.
okay,
Yeah.
boots on, we're
Mm.
into it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
oh, well, I'm very glad that everything is well and you guys are,
thank you.
you know,
Yeah. Back to Pilates as
back to
scheduled.
Pilates.
Oh, it was terrible there for a minute. Terrible there for a minute. I'm very sensitive to, like, disagreements and being out of step with someone. I'm really, really sensitive to that. And so for him, he was like, "Oh, it was just a bit grumpy." I'm like, "Grumpy?" It was like, "That was terrible. I've never seen that person before." I was like, "That was unbearable." I was terrified. And
I wonder if that stems from childhood because I'm exactly the same. Like, if Art's grumpy, I see it as a personal affront, and I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" And he's like, I'm just grumpy." And I get really sort of like, "Well, you know, eh, well, what's wrong?" It just freaks me out. It freaks me
freaks me out.
out.
Yeah. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it. Well, and I wonder if, like, there wasn't a lot of, sorry, mum, healthy communication in the household. There were
Yes.
moments of people having a bit of a situation, not being able to communicate healthily about it,
Yes.
silences, walking on eggshells. So
Yep. That all sounds familiar.
yeah. So that atmosphere is very, very uncomfortable. And I suppose, like, as a kid, there's nothing, you're completely out of control.
Mm.
There's nothing you can do to influence the situation. You have to wait for it to blow over. But it's like, it's very uncomfortable. And so, and like, there's always going to be ruptures.
Yeah.
But I never ever want the rot. So I'm
Yeah.
like, right, let's repair straight away. Like, I can talk
Get
straight
onto it.
away. Whereas some people need a little bit of time, apparently, to just, mellow out, and then they're able to talk. And that's like, but that's not on my schedule because I want it fixed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk right now.
Yeah. Like, okay, there's been a rupture. All right, let's repair straight away.
Yeah. I'm very much like, I need to settle. I need to
Yeah.
mull. I need to settle, and I need to just sit in the wallow for a bit,
Oh.
and then I come out the other side, and then I'm ready.
Oh no, I'm like, fix it straight away. I was like, well, that went wrong, fix it straight away.
I wish I was like that. And like, it doesn't take me long, but just need to be silent and quiet for a while. Like, not in a grumpy way. I'm just like, bye. I'm going to go be away now
Fair enough.
in my quiet mind for a minute. And then I'm like, come out the other side. Hello. Let's talk it over.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm ready.
When we got to that point, then I insisted on breaking it down, like, play by play. And then this happened, and then that happened, and that's how it made me feel. And then this happened, and that's how I interpreted that.
Here's my giant parchment paper of the chronological order of the mistakes. Oh God. Hey, well, you're through it.
Yeah, done. First fight's done.
The coven sorted it.
The coven sorted it. The coven came to the rescue.
You and Pilates instructor are
partner. Let's not.
Partner. Go on.
There's no hierarchy.
There is no hierarchy. No one's teaching anyone anything. Well, apart from.
Let's say there's no hierarchy.
Oh God.
Oh,
hey,
God.
well, on that note, then. I think we might have to call it a day for two reasons.
Do you need some quiet time? Do you need to go away?
Yeah, I need to just
wallow
for a minute. First is I really need to go to the toilet, and second one is I need to heat up my pasta before I start work. So,
well, you must, and God, you can put it away. So there's probably
I can. If there's one thing about pasta, and look, I'll be honest, I'm already concerned that there's not enough pasta.
Always a concern.
There's not enough pasta, and so I'm already thinking, I was trying to save money today by bringing my own lunch, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat it and also buy some.
Backup snacks.
Yeah, backup snacks.
Yep, fair enough. Well, Matty, it's been a joy. What can I say? I'm going to continue to channel a Pamela and get on with my day.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be a magazine spread about it soon. Well,
why wouldn't there be?
Hannah Davison, makeup free.
Again. Stop. She had potential. She never fulfilled it.
Oh, God. Hey,
God.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And don't forget to send us a little DM. We love a story. We love a feedback, and we love a story.
Yep, we do.
Okay,
and
so
we'd love
either
to
of
hear
those
from
things.
we'd love to hear from our doctor listeners who are just going to straighten things up for us. We really appreciate you guys.
Who are possibly a little bit triggered by this episode. They're like, people with no qualifications.
they currently
giving medical advice.
They currently have their face in their hands. Sorry, guys. How's your hypertension now? Anyway, okay.
That's right, because we've Googled it, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Take care out there, everybody. Lots of love. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Untidy. If you enjoyed it, we'd love your support to keep making the show. The best thing you can do to help is subscribe by hitting follow in your podcast app and leaving us a little 5-star review. You can also now watch and subscribe on YouTube and check out how these millennials are keeping up with the cool kids on TikTok and the gram. Lastly, please share this podcast with your mates. It means that we can keep building this supportive community, keep giving you untidy episodes, and just keep doing what we love to do.
Don't forget to check out mybigmoments.com for kids' books that make your tricky job of parenting a whole lot easier. Untidy listeners get a discount at checkout, so just pop in Untidy for 10% off your order. Lastly, we would like to thank all of the good people who make this podcast possible. Flicker Williams and Joe Rocker at My Big Moments for the beautiful artwork and design, Maxine London Creative for editing this episode, and Lana Byrne for creating our social content. And to you, our listeners, Araha Nui, take care. We'll see you soon.